raise them high, let the engine sing. Dirtkars, that's the sound of kings. Sun's going down, lights burn bright, trailer doors open, it's Thursday night. Steel-toe boots and a full tank roar, ain't nobody here backing down anymore. Helmet buckle, hands on the wheel, you find out real quick who's made of steel. 40 laps and a prayer out loud, one man leaves to the roar of the crowd. Drop that green, let the engine scream.
All right, folks, we're going to be going green coming out of turn number 4. We got Sean Patrick on the front row, Ray Andrews on the outside, Donnie Bartlett, Daniel Northcutt, and we got Kevin Bradshaw. We just got done running a street stock race here, and oof, she was a challenge. This track is tough. Corner 1, if you don't hit your marches perfectly, you're going to go from top to bottom and bang the crap out of that outside wall. Sean Patrick looking pretty good up front. Ray Andrews having a good run in second. Donnie Bartlett in that 21 machine challenging Ray, trying to make a move on the bottom, coming out of 3 and 4. Donnie hugging that inside line down on the bottom. Ray's going to hold on to second for now. Oh, Ray gets a little sideways contacts made. Ray goes around. Here comes Northcutt and Bradshaw. Oh, Donnie's broken hard up into the outside wall. That car is done for the night, or at least for the heat race. He'll be back in the feature, though. Don't you worry. Northcutt now on second. Ray Andrews, ooh, slow on the bottom. Sean Patrick checked out on this one. Daniel Northcutt running second. Bradshaw in third. Whoa, Northcutt's way sideways. Bradshaw's going to make a move on the high side, take advantage of Northcutt's mess up. Sean Patrick in that 26 machine, going to get 3 to go next time by. Ooh, Patrick up into the outside wall. But he's got a big enough lead over Bradshaw where that is not going to affect nothing. Northcutt holding on to third. Ray Andrews currently in fourth, 1 lap down. Ray got a little sideways, lost a lap, trying to recover. Final lap for the 26 car, Sean Patrick. Coming out of turn number 4 to the checkered flag, Sean Patrick. Donnie had a pretty good run. A little bit of contact between you and Ray and ended your night, buddy. That sucks. At least for the heat race. You'll be back for the feature. All right, heat race number 2. On the front row, we're going to have Jason Smith and Michael Steele. Daniel George will be in third, and Olafson is a scratch because obviously that is me. Pit crew's going to be on it. Good for them. Wouldn't want them to be spoiled. All right, the 8 of Smith is going to move up to the inside. Number 8 car painted up by Misfit Creations, Justin Walbring's team over there. It's a good looking ride. I like the chrome detailing he's got on there. All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green next time by. So the way we do it, the way these cars finish is where they're going to start in the feature. Heat race 1 on the inside. Heat race number 2. Whoa. Oh, up into the wall for the Smith car. Michael Steele up on that high side. Michael's going to jump out to the lead. Jason Smith's going to try to reel him back in. '71 looks like he's got a handful. Looks like they might have missed the setup for this heat race. He's struggling with a tight car in the middle of the corner. Four laps to go for Michael Smith, Michael Steele, Jason Smith, Daniel George. Last time around, Jason Smith might have found a little something. He was able to gain on Michael Steele by a good 2 to 3 tenths. And he led the fastest lap of the race that last lap at a 15:21. Followed it up with a 15:28. He has definitely found somebody. He's going to run out of laps. We're going to get the white flag coming out of turn number 4. Last lap, our 2 leaders had identical lap times. Michael Steele's going to push. We're going to have a drag race. Michael Steele's going to hold on to it just barely.
Man, that was good. That was something. I was either committed to go just to the pits or actually try to make the corner. I can't believe I didn't have any left front damage. I don't know if you heard me bending it in the wall in turn 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple minute warm up. So you've got time to go to the concession stands, get yourself a frosty beverage. But don't forget to go on down and say hi to Randy. Down in the Chicken Shack tonight, special is the Big Sexy Burger. 2 all-beef patties smashed, loaded with bacon, cheese. Randy's own Big Sexy sauce. Lettuce, tomatoes, the works. You name it, you got it. With fries, $12.99. You can't beat it, folks. Go on down and tell Randy I said hi. Maybe order me one as well. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Steel Graphics and Designs creates custom racing wraps and logos built for the real world and iRacing. From bold liveries to clean, professional branding, every design is made to perform on and off the track. Ready to upgrade your look? Contact Steel Graphics and Designs for custom wraps. Visit Steel Graphics and Designs on Facebook to learn more.
For the last 30 seconds have been brought to you by the sponsor Dead Air. We'd like to thank them for all they do for us. Thank you very much, Dead Air. Warm-up is just concluding. And we're getting ready to go dirt track racing. Starting on the front row, Sean Patrick. Outside of him, our current points leader and defending Dirtkars champion, Mr. Michael Steele. Starting in 4th, driver of that number 44 Ghost Energy car, Kevin Bradshaw. Jason Smith starts on the outside of him in that beautiful number 8. Daniel Northcutt's rolling off in P number 5. Daniel George in P6. Ray Andrews in that beautiful looking 88 machine painted up by Misfit Creations in 8th. No 7th place. And Donnie Bartlett shotgun on the field this evening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go green. 50 laps here this evening. Sean Patrick and Michael Steele going to lead us off on the front row. Turn number 1 is pretty treacherous. That is not a word I'm going to ever try to say again. We've got one race left after tonight, and that will be at Cedar Lake as always. And then we're going to get ready and start planning for season 13. We got something special. We'll still run the UMP modifieds for our second race, but we're switching out the street stocks. Stay tuned for more information on that. Coming to the green flag. Michael Steele on that high side in the 5 car. Sean Patrick down low. You can see how slick that track is getting. Michael Steele's going to push. Sean Patrick's going to have the momentum coming out of turn number 2. Michael Steele battling back in that high side. Patrick sends it in deep. Michael pushes up high. We're going to be side by side coming to the line. Sean Patrick throwing that thing in there hard. Here comes the 8 car. Patrick's going to take over the lead. At least for now. Steele struggling a little bit on that high side. Oh, Daniel Northcutt has crashed. I don't see a caution yet. Side by side coming to the stripe again. Sean Patrick's going to hold on to it that time. Sean's going to push up high. Michael Steele down low. Michael has him by a half a car length at the line. Both Northcutt and Bartlett have jumped to the pits. Northcutt back out on the track the way it looks. We got a great battle up front. Lap 7. Now we got Patrick and Jason Smith battling side by side. Sean Patrick pretty committed to that high line. Through 3 and 4, it looks like it does pretty well for him. But 1 and 2, oh, he pushes hard. He's going to lose a ton of time now. He had to get hard on the brakes not to pile drive that wall. Looking out the back window of Michael Steele's car. Smith looks like he might be gaining a little bit. Michael Steele's going to start to come into some lap traffic of Daniel George. Steele, Smith, Patrick, Bradshaw. Ray Andrews in 5th. Daniel George in 6th, right in front of our leaders. Daniel's going to hold that thing on the high line, let our leaders go by. We're almost halfway through this one. Michael Steele staying within shot of Jason Smith. Jason ran up 3/10 faster that lap. But so far, Michael has had the fastest lap of the session. That was until that lap. Jason Smith is finding something later in these races. Did the same thing in our heat race, or in the street stock race just a little bit ago. He has just cut that gap of Michael Steele's over in half. We're halfway through this feature race. Michael Steele, Jason Smith, Sean Patrick, Kevin Bradshaw, Ray Andrews rounding out our top 5. Jason Smith closes the gap. Michael Steele stretches it back out again. Let's jump inside the cockpit of that number 5 car and watch him wheel this thing around here. See how he works that wheel. Nice and smooth through turns 3 and 4. Sawing the crap out of that wheel through turns 1 and 2. I'll jump on board the 8 car of Mr. Smith. Oh, he is working that wheel a lot more than Michael Steele is. Such a dirty tear off. Michael Steele now stretching that lead out. Right through the slick for that 5 car. Michael Steele wheeling it. He's up on his elbows on this one. He's about to put our 4th place car of Kevin Bradshaw a lap down. Oh, Steele pushes. Oh, ouch. Michael Steele within striking distance of putting the 3rd place car a lap down. That 5 car is on a tear tonight, folks. He has figured out weed sport. Right through the slicks. Looking underneath Patrick as we're going through turns 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway into turns 1 and 2. That 5 car is hooked up this evening. We got 10 laps to go. Ray Andrews is taking over 4th place from Kevin Bradshaw. Seven laps to go for the number 5 car of Michael Steele. Michael pushing the cushion through turns 3 and 4. He has definitely got this track figured out tonight. Ray Andrews currently running in 5th. He's having a pretty good run. Oof, I don't think you'd want to stick anything you value between the front of Michael's car and that inside retaining wall going into turns 1 and 2. Car stayed sideways all the way down the back straightaway. 2 laps to go for our current points leader, Mr. Michael Steele. Unofficial results, Michael Steele brings home the lead, the victory, followed by Jason Smith,
Good race, Mike.
Sean Patrick, and Kevin Bradshaw. What a race. We had no cautions this evening. These guys put it to the limit. Flag to flag action. Good job. All right, we got the driver of the 26 car, Mr. Sean Patrick. Sean, you started on the pole, won your heat race, but man, that track was slick tonight.
Oh yeah, it was definitely not on my side, that's for sure.
It looked like you were trying to run that high side, but it looked like your car got super tight way up on the top side, and you just kept having to get out of it.
Yeah, every time I try, like no matter what I try to do in 1 and 2, it would just shoot me straight up to the wall. And I mean, I I kept my momentum for a couple laps, and it just kept getting slick and slicker every single lap. So I I lost everything I had, and
Well, you were still able to salvage a top three. That 26 car is looking mighty clean yet at the end. Not a lot of damage, I see.
yeah, no, I don't think I took much damage at all. Just uh, bad driving on my part, I guess.
Well, this is definitely a tough track, and that turn one is very crazy. I'm not a big fan of this track. I'm not even sure why I put it on the schedule.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of this track either, but it's one of those tracks. No matter how many laps you put in, it's still a tricky track.
A very tricky track. Very well said, sir. Well, let's see. You are also the sponsor for our Street Stock series. You got Schneider Plumbing on board with that one, so we're happy to have you every night that you get able. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Just I work 24/7, multiple businesses. Get in here to escape a little bit from the real life. So
Well, you're definitely getting that hustle done, buddy. Congratulations. Good run tonight. Put that 26 car on the podium. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
Michael for my wraps as always. My business. Full Throttle Beards, Snyder Plumbing, East to West Apparel, Collins Construction. Uh, there's many people out there. I'm just happy to be here. I'm trying to get as much racing as I can with a baby on the way. Next season will be hit and miss for me. So,
Well, sir, we're happy to have you, and congratulations on the baby.
thanks, sir.
You have a wonderful night, and we will see you back the next time you're with us.
Yep.
All right, coming in second again tonight, Mr. Jason Smith.
Hello, my friend.
I thought you had something that you looked like you were starting to gain on him. You got down to about 0.2 of a second. And I thought you figured something out.
Yeah, I did. I had a couple laps where I was really sideways in one because I was bouncing off the right front too hard and shooting at the wall. So I was hard pitching it and just got really sideways. Then another lap, I kind of scraped the wall to try to top. I don't know what's going on in the game here. What was I saying? Kind of tried to toss it into one, and I scraped the wall, and it shot me straight facing at the turn one wall. And I don't know how I kept it from going up. Honestly, I just kind of slammed the brakes and hit the gas again, and it turned just enough and slowed me down. So, but yeah, I had the line just screwed up a little too much, and he got away. But that's racing.
Well, you looked good, at least while you were trying. I mean, you were giving him everything you had.
Yeah, I mean, I had a much better going than when I bended in turn 1 on in that heat race. So I learned not to do that one again.
Well, congratulations on finishing second. It looks like I updated the points. It looks like you are going to probably finish second in the points because Mr. Steele has got an 82-point lead going into the last race.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. I had no real expectations for these cars, considering I had limited laps. Kind of had to learn to race them on the fly, but I mean, it's been a fun season. I have no complaints.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you back next week at Cedar Lake. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
J&J Virtual Motorsports, Ohio Valley Sim Sports, and Wellman Sim Racing.
All right, buddy. You have a wonderful night, and we will catch you back next week.
Thank you, sir.
No stranger to victory lane. We got the driver of that number 5 car, Mr. Michael Steele.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, man. That 5 car was hooked up tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't as smooth as I definitely wanted to be. We just don't use this track very much, so I just don't have a ton of mental notes on how to kind of drive the track, and street stocks help a little bit, but once you come to, street stock race was pretty one line dominant onto the bottom, felt like for me for the most part. So once we got into this, you can run the top, you can run the middle, you can run the bottom. It's just kind of question mark of where to really put the cars. So I was kind of all over the place, I felt like, and just wasn't as smooth as I wanted to be. But yeah, I was glad to have a peaceful night and not have a bajillion cautions and a long, you know what we dealt with.
No drama tonight. That was the best part.
Yes, 100%.
We had good, clean racing all around the track. Nobody's feelings got hurt, and you guys put on a great show. You lapped the whole field except for the 8 car.
Yeah, Jason, I was even in the street stock race, having those couple cautions that we did after we kind of got going, and I got out front. I was worried about him, but yeah, I thought for sure at some point he was kind of gonna get a run on me and start making up some ground, and I wasn't sure if he's saving tire or anything like that, and I knew that I wasn't, so yeah, if he was that and he was going to get to me, I was kind of worried about that, but thankfully he was able to kind of finally put together, I guess, the second half of the race. I was finally kind of able to clean it up a little bit, and it was fun racing with Sean. Those first few laps side by side, I smacked the wall. Pretty sure I bent my right front just a little bit. Thankfully it wasn't too bad. I know him and I got together. Hopefully it didn't kill his car too bad. I know that looks like he obviously lost a few positions, so hopefully I didn't kill him too much about me coming up a little bit and everything. But yeah, it was a fun night overall. It was peaceful. Hate that we'd have a small field again, but I mean, I'd unfortunately rather this than a shit show.
Amen to that, sir. I agree 100%. I'd rather race with guys I can trust and have a good time with than not have the BS that some people bring to it.
Yeah. There's been enough drama on Mondays. I'm ready to get that league over with too. So yeah, I'm couple more weeks of this and see if we can get ourselves into the chase on Monday nights. And if not, we'll probably looking at a good break for a while until all the new seasons start back up.
All right, I did update the points already. So as of this evening, you've got 12 starts, 8 wins, 12 top 5s, 12 top 10s, total points 528. You've ran 581 laps. You have an 82-point lead going into the last race.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it sounds
Gonna bring home win number 9 on the season.
Hoping to. I mean, number 8 is my record for the most wins in a season. I doubt it's the league record, but it's definitely my record for the most wins I've had in a season. That was one of my big goals. So yeah, we're obviously going to try to go for number 9. Cedar Lake's always kind of hit or miss for me. It feels like I win the season finale there one year and then struggle the next year. So at the end of the day, at least To me, I feel like mentally, as long as I show up next week, it sounds like we have a pretty locked in for the championship. So it's cool to go. Was that back to back to back this time? So first time I'm doing that, and
Repeat.
yeah, I'm not sure if it's the first time in the series history or not, but definitely my first time after going back to back and then back to back again. So yeah, championship number 6, and then looking pretty good on the Street Stock League. So been a pretty good season this season for sure.
Well, congratulations, but you've been putting on quite a show this season. We've been enjoying watching it. Who do you want to give a shout out to before I cut you loose?
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. Obviously, Marcy and Vivi was glad. I'm sure she was mad at me the last couple weeks not getting to drive around and wave all the people. So she was excited getting to do another victory lap again tonight finally. And obviously her and Marcy for always supporting me, my parents, my dad for always watching. You, Dean, all y'all put up with and deal with us, all the arguments and the shenanigans. I know y'all have a lot better things that y'all can do rather than putting up with us, but thankful y'all actually do. And obviously, Still Graphics and Designs, Raw Stalton Racing, Peanut Baker Racing, 51 Raceworks, JBM, Snyder Plumbing, Rise Bracelets, Elite Performance Industries, Elite Crappie Jig, Elite Bait and Tackle. Man, Mama Tried Welding Caps. There's too many of them. Everybody that helps me out, obviously. Sean and KJ for racing and supporting me. I always appreciate them. It was good to see Donnie back, and yeah, looking forward to a good run next week to finish out the good season, and ready to be back for next season already.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations on the victory tonight, and we look forward to seeing you back next week.
Absolutely, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right. You have a wonderful night.
You as well. Take care, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here at All the Dirt. Another successful of Thursday night racing in the books. We're going to be back Monday night, I do believe. That's still up in the air. See if I'm broadcasting on Monday night for the Full Throttle Beard Series, but we will see. You guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time.